Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial we will work together, if you want to work with me, on this blouse, poncho blouse. It's something nice and large large fit, actually, really easy to work. I choose the yarn of Oana boutique, which is bamboozle. It's something irresistible. I don't know, it's something, the colors, the contrasting of the opaque and shiny that we have. So it's all a contrast, it's all a I don't know, it's something marvelous, really. So I will add a link below if you want to buy it from our shop. But we don't ship worldwide, so only some countries for now, some countries of the Europe. So that's all. But and if you can choose Oana boutique, but you don't like this yarn, it's a little bit impossible, but maybe you don't like it, I highly recommend it to you, this beautiful yarn. I have it in changing color or in one color, so I have here just a sample in changing color. It's another yarn that I just love, and I must design something with it because I just adore it. So you will need about I used for a medium size, I used somewhere between 350 grams and 400 grams, okay? So for a small size you will need 300 grams. For a medium size, 350 to 400 grams. For a large size, 400 grams to 415. So 450. So you will actually, you can add 50 grams for each size more. Depends on the length that you want to work this. So mine is asymmetrical. I really love this kind of shape, so it's longer on the back side, but this is something, this is my choice. Now another thing that I want to say, if you want to choose to buy the yarn from Magico Gomitolo, I have here two yarns that I can recommend. So this one is a very nice yarn. It's a Torino wool, Torino lana it is called, and it's really beautiful. Both of them are in sale right now, so they are very good prices, and it would be just perfect for this project, for other project. It's just a lovely yarn. Or this is cotton, and it's Palermo cotton. Really lovely yarn, really lovely, and it would be just perfect for this blouse too. Now the quantity you have it, I use 6mm hook. You can use 5, 6. In the tutorial I actually begin with the sample, so to measure, I show you how to measure it, so how to measure it and how to take the measures for yourself, so to alter it in any kind of size and for any kind of yarn that you want to use. Obvious that this is something like yarn and stitch together, that it's marvelous. Both together are just fantastic from my point of view, but of course you can use any kind of yarn if you don't want. You can use the kind of tape yarn if you think you like it. So there are lots of yarn that you can use with this project. It's really beautiful because it's not only the yarn that makes all, but also the stitch. The stitch is my, let's say, invention, because I just adore the Solomon knot and the jasmine stitch. And I tried to, actually I succeeded to put them together and to create one stitch, and this is the stitch that I came up with. I already have one tutorial, another design it's a cardigan, but it's a top-down cardigan, and maybe it's a little bit more difficult. But this one, it's so easy. All you have to understand is how to work the stitch. You have the link below of how to work the stitch if you don't understand from the tutorial. So I have a tutorial where I explain only how to work it. It's not that difficult. It's very important to know how to work the Solomon knot. So from there, if you know to work the Solomon knot, I'm sure you will be able to work this one. Don't be afraid. Try it. I let you do the tutorial. So first of all, I have here a swatch of the pattern stitch. I began with 5 stitches, and my swatch measures about 15 centimeters, and I need from shoulder to shoulder, more than shoulder to shoulder, we need about 5 centimeters more than shoulder to shoulder on one side and on the other side. So as I said, it's 15. I need about 50 centimeters for me, shoulder to shoulder, more than shoulder to shoulder. So as I said, it's 10 centimeters that you need to add more, 5 and 5 on one side, on the other side. So I will put 15 plus 15 plus 15 is 45, and I need 5 more centimeters, which is half of this. I will put 3, okay, 3 more. So 45 centimeters, as I said, I need 50. So I will put 3 more stitches. So it's 3 times 5, which is 15, plus 3 more, which is 18. Okay, so this is the number of stitches that I have to begin with. It's really easy because it's only a rectangle, front side and back side. So that's why I said, I was saying in my mind that the most important thing is for you to take the measures, the measures. Another important thing is that we have 3, that we need to know how large is the measure actually of one Solomon knot, because we begin with Solomon knots, and it's 3 centimeter, okay, 1, and the entire stitch, this is a entire stitch, is a jasmine stitch, and this is about 3 centimeters too, okay. So 3 centimeters is very important, so you will know the measures. Okay, now let's get started with our rectangle. Okay, so to begin with slip knot, I'm working with my 6mm hook. We slip knot, we chain 1, and then we begin with our first Solomon. As I said, 3 centimeters. So we begin with our first Solomon knot. If you don't know how to work the Solomon knot, it would be better to search on YouTube a video that teaches how to work it, because it's the basic for this stitch. So 1, and then I go 2, and then 3. So as you can see, of course, it's impossible to obtain all of them the same, but more or less the same, okay? So this is what we actually need, 4, and I go ahead and put my 19 Solomon knots. Then I will be back to show you how to actually work the pattern stitch. It's a pattern stitch that I came out with. It's a mixture between the Solomon knot and the jasmine stitch, and I really adore it. I have my 19 stitches here, and now I am ready to begin with the first row. Now please pay attention here. So this is my first stitch. We always begin a row with a solitary Solomon knot. Here it is. This is like this. And now we will work our stitches. Now I have a tutorial where I explain exactly the stitch, so I will put the link below of it so you can just watch it and see how to work it. So it's here. This is the first stitch of our row, and now we will work 3 together. 1 will be here, 2 will begin here, so 1, it's exactly here, 2, it's here, and 3, skipping 1 horizontal Solomon knot. 3 together. This is a little bit tricky, but not so. So 1, this is my first one. Yarn over, I insert hook where I said that I want to work my my second one. Okay, 2. I just need 2 loops to work in. Please, I need 2 loops to work in. Okay, this is the second. Okay, now I have 1 and 2. Yarn over, I will skip 1 Solomon knot, insert hook in between into the single crochet, and like this, work the third. I have my 3 stitches on the hook. I will just keep them like this, yarn over, pull through all, insert hook. It's exactly as the Solomon knot we work it. Now here it is. This is actually my first Solomon knot jasmine stitch worked. Okay, this is how I will continue on. So I will work 1 from here, yarn over, 1 where I already worked my third of my first stitch. This is the second, yarn over. I will skip 1 Solomon knot of the basic Solomon knots, the beginning. Okay, always 2 loops, and this is my third. Be sure that they are more or less the same height, and yarn over, insert hook, and close them with a single crochet. Here it is. This is my next one. Okay, and now I will continue on like this till the end of my first row. 1, 2 where I worked my third, and 3 where I worked this one, skipping 1 Solomon knot horizontal, and close them exactly as if you have one stitch. Okay, 1 Solomon knot. So we close them, and here we go and we work our second, 1, 2, and we skip 1 horizontal, we insert hook. Oops. Yeah, and we work the third, 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe at the beginning will be a little bit difficult, but believe me, it's really easy, and the effect is just great, you have to admit. So let me show you one more time. It's 1, this is the second, and here it is, the third. Yes, I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. This is how we work it. So again, the first, it's here. The second is exactly where we worked the third of the previous one, and the third is by skipping 1 horizontal Solomon knot. I finished the row, and we always finish with a entire stitch, jasmine stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3 over the last horizontal stitch, and we always begin a new row with a Solomon knot, so just 1 Solomon knot, and then we begin again with our 3 together, 1, 2, and the third is like this. Always skip 1 horizontal stitch when you work the third. So as you can see, it's this one. Now we have to skip this one. These are the horizontal stitches. We can see them very well. 1, 2, and 3. One, 2, and 3. One, 2, and 3. You just continue like this. This is what we have. It's so beautiful. So this is the horizontal stitch that we need to skip when we work the third. So it's 1, here we work the second, sorry, and here we work the third, skipping 1 horizontal. Now from the second row, actually it's really easy. It's easier, I must say. Okay. And we go like this. So I am back because I finished in length my the back side of my blouse, and now what I actually want to show you is how to divide and to work the front side. It's really easy. So let's see. I have 19 Solomon's knot. We want to always to count only the horizontal Solomon knot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if you think it's not easy to see them, it's really easy. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Now, I already put the markers, but you will try on you and you will see how many stitches you want to leave for the back of the neck. And from 19, I divided almost equally parts, because I divide 6 and 6 for the shoulder and 7 for the back of the neck. So here it is, 7 for the back of the neck and 6 and 6 for the shoulders. Now what I have to do now is, and I put of course the stitches in between, so into the single crochet in between the Solomon knots. And now what I want to do is to work 2 rows, only 2 rows on one shoulder. I will cut the yarn and then I will work 2 rows on the other shoulder. And then I will join and go ahead with the length. So it's stupidly easy. So I begin with my solitary Solomon knot, and now I am working my first flower stitch. I am calling it my first Solomon and Jasmine stitch together. Okay, and this is 1, and this is 2, and 3 over each of my 6, so I have to complete 6 Jasmine stitches, Jasmine Solomon knot. So it's 1, you know, we have to work the second where we finished with the third of the previous, and skipping 1 horizontal Solomon knot into the single crochet. We work the third, we put them together and we close them as if it was a Solomon knot, just one Solomon knot. Okay, now I am working on my 5th. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have to work just one more, is this one. So if you are not sure where you are and where you have to insert the hook to work in, it's better if you put it on a flat surface, so like this, okay, so you can just see where you are working and what are you doing actually. Okay, so this is the first one, and now I will just work the next one, and into the next one I will begin, of course, with my solitary one, like this, and I want to begin with an increase, so I will work 1 into the single crochet wiggle, work 2, yarn over, and work them together, and this is my increase. Okay, so I just began with the increase, the second one, like this. Okay, so hope you understand. It's really easy. Instead of 3, I only work 2. So this is the first one, this is the first one, and now I have 1, and into a single crochet where I already worked the first one, I work another Solomon knot. And normally yarn over we have to skip 1 and to work the 3rd, but now I just stop here with 2 loops on the hook and pull through, close. Okay, and now I will continue on. I will work actually my remaining 6, 1, 2, and skip 1. Okay, like this. Okay, so I actually added 1 more stitch. Like this. Okay, so it's, can you see it? It's this one. It's just added now. Okay, and then I will just close it like this, but let me just show you. I will work the next, I will work the other shoulder, and then I will just close it. So just let me finish this. I just want to cut the yarn, then I will show you how to work the other shoulder. Exactly the same we will work, only that at the end of the next or the other shoulder we will just complete with the Solomon knots that we need to join on the front side too. Okay, like this, and I just complete the second row, trying always to work the same size. So I finished my row here, as you can see, and now I will begin this one from, so I will turn it like this, and I will begin it here into the marker. Okay, so into the marker we will begin. We will join the yarn. Join the yarn and just go ahead and work your first row with your this is the solitary Solomon knot, and now I will go ahead and work my 6 stitches to the end, and then I will work the second. At the end of my second row I will be back to show you how to put the increase and actually how to join on the front side. I'm working on the second row. I am actually at the end. I work 5. I have to work 1 more. I have 6 stitches to work. Okay, here it is, and now I will work into the same last single crochet 2 more together, so 2 together, which is 1 more horizontal stitch. So I increased. Now I increased here, I increased here, okay, which means from our 7 that we have on the back side, we have to put here only 5, because we already increased on one side and on the other side. So from the 7 we have to put 5. Now from as many as you have to just put less 2. And now this is the first, then I go with the second. So there are simply Solomon knots, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, I complete it with my 5 and I insert hook into the Solomon knot. This one, the first, the solitary Solomon knot of the other side of the other shoulder, and slip stitch into it to join. I can slip stitch a little bit to cut the yarn, and that's it. What I need to do now is just to complete with, sorry, just want to show you, just to complete with my other part, other side, my front side. So I will insert my hook where you want to begin. If you want to begin on this side, you begin on this side. If you want to begin on the other side, you begin on the other side. So here it is. I can just undo this, so I won't have that. So on the shoulder that we already completed, I will undo this 1, 2. Okay, I will work it again. You know why? Because I will just make a knot. Okay, here you just have to make a nice knot and you can begin. I'm just ready to begin. Okay. Oh my gosh. Here it is. And 1, 2 times. And yes, hope that now I will succeed to make my knot. Please. What's going on here? No, it is not. Okay. Let's make it. As we know, as we all know. Yes, just perfect like this. Nice and snug. Got the tails. So I will finish here the last one. You know what? You can explain why I did so. Because like this I don't have so many tails, so I only have this one in the middle. Okay, and now I will just work my solitary cluster, my solitary Solomon knot, and then I will just complete my very first row. And to complete my very first row, where I have, now I go with my 6, and obvious that where I add on the front side, here, where I add on the front side, I will work my stitches. So as I work here. So as I said, I'm back because I want to show you I am working on my 5 stitches that I added here I am. This was the last one, and then I just work. I have 2 more to work, and just like that, 1, 2, skipping 1. It's exactly the same as we worked on the first Solomon knots where we when we began. So it's the third. This is the last one. Now I will finish my row and work in length the same number of rows that I worked for the back side. And when I finish the length for the front side, I will be back to show you. Now I want to show you, this is the neck opening. I will be back to show you how to put the sleeves, and that's all. And now that I finished the length of my blouse, it's like this. So let me just tell you, I worked the number of rows exactly as the number of stitches that I put at the beginning, so 19 rows. It's not very long, but you can make it longer. Maybe I will make it longer because I think it looks great. And I also finished one sleeve. It's a 3/4, I think, sleeve, and I like it as it is. So now let me just show you how to work the other sleeve. And to work the other sleeve, to work the sleeves, so you will just count as many stitches as you want on one side. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and I put the marker, and then of course I counted exactly the same number of stitches on the other side. Now here I have the marker. It's exactly when I began, where I began the front side, so the line exactly when I began, where I began the front side, and it was here. I just put it here. And it's like this that you will know. So don't take off the marker. It's very important because you won't be very sure where you began the front side. It's a little bit difficult because it's, as you can see, it's like this. So strange, but you don't have lines that can show you where you begin the front side. So that's why it's very important to have the marker here, as I did, and then I put it here. So front and back, same number of stitches. How you count the stitches are the Solomon knots here. Can you see them? Of course you can. These are the stitches: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And here I have the marker. Now how you begin, it's really easy. It's the same pattern stitch, obvious. So you will just slip knot and begin here, insert hook into both. Okay, so I will just take off the marker and keep it here, 1, and this is the second one. It's a little bit large here, so I will try like this, 1 and 2. Okay, so we insert hook in both and just join the yarn like this. Then make a chain, and then the first solitary Solomon knot. And now I will begin to work the first jasmine Solomon knot. So 1, I will insert hook only in this one, 2, oops, yarn over, skip 1 horizontal, and 3. Yes, it's this one. Okay. And now I will just continue on working all around, and I just want to show you how to finish. 1, 2, skip 1 and insert hook into the next, this one. Maybe it's a little bit strange to see where you work, so difficult to see where you work. You have to work in, but it's not that difficult. We have to focus a little bit for the first, maybe only for the first row. It's 1, 2, yarn over, and it's 1, 2, and 3. It's here. Okay. And I will just go ahead and work all around, and then I will be back to show you actually how to. I think here I skip 2. Yes. So as you can see, you have to focus very well. This is 1 and this is the other one. I skipped 2. Okay. So at the end we will count all the stitches. We must have 7 plus 7. We must have the number of stitches that we put for the sleeve, in my case 14. Okay, just to be sure that we worked all the stitches here. Okay, just let me finish this first round, and I will show you how to actually join and how to continue on. So I am at the end of my round, and now look at me, at my hands actually. So it's 1, then I will work the second here, then close them together, only 2 together like this, and now insert hook into the this one where you have the marker, the first one, the solitary one. Pull up a loop and pull through these 2, and this is how you will finish the round, and you will continue on with another round and so on for the length that you need your the sleeve of your blouse to be. Okay, so that's it. Just want to show you a little bit more. I already counted the stitches. Don't forget to count the stitches because it's very important. Okay, now I will finish this, and then the last but not least, I will show you how you can join together. It's really easy. You will join it exactly with the Solomon knot. So slip stitch here. Maybe I already can show you. On the wrong side we go. Let's suppose we are on the wrong side. And we take the yarn. I will begin here somewhere underarm where I actually worked my, like this. When I worked my sleeve, I began my sleeve too. Okay, and now like this. Work your slip knot, work your Solomon knot, and then just, don't finish it, and insert hook through 1 and 1 on one side, 1 on the other side, and like this. This is how we will finish it. Now this is the first one. Let's go with the second, so don't finish it. And 1 and 1. Pull through all. Okay, so let's see, nice and easy method. Pull through all. This is it. This is how it looks. You can leave it on the fronts, on the right side because it looks really nice. But if you want, you can work it like this so no one will see it. It's your choice. And I will just go ahead a little bit more, but not very, because I don't want to join till the end. Okay, so one, and then into this one, pull up a loop and pull through all, and again it's one, and I will go here. Just be sure you skip only one on one side, one on the other side, and I think I will just leave it like this. For me it's just enough. So now I will just cut the yarn, and here it is. I'm ready. I just have to complete actually one sleeve more, so I leave it like this, opened. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Even if you don't have this yarn, you can use any kind of yarn. You can use kind of original yarn, something particular, something nice. You can choose what, I don't know, what you can find in your country, in your town, in your where you live. Okay, so it's this is really beautiful, and it's really interesting yarn, really particular, very nice effect. But you can find some others. So that's it. Even if you work it with a simple cotton yarn, will be perfect. Believe me, will be just a lovely blouse. So thank you for watching. Hope I just gave you a nice idea for a summer blouse and summer tunic, summer blouse. And don't forget to subscribe if you like my tutorials, and don't forget to share them on other socials. For me it's a lot, for you it's nothing. So see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.